Hey everybody, Tom Sparks with Sparks Media Group. In this video, we're going to scan this house with the iGUIDE PLANIX R1, and I used the Insta360 Ace Pro 2 to film it, and I obviously didn't have my camera settings right, and so the first portion of this video is a time-lapse video, but as soon as I noticed it, I stopped recording, changed the settings, and went back to regular recording mode. And so I apologize, but yeah, the first part of this video is a time lapse, and here we'll carry on with the remainder of the scan. Well, that was awkward. The first part of my video was a time lapse, so we will figure that out in editing. There, so we'll go here. We will scan this closet to hide it. Here's something we can do. There's a electrical panel here. We just did a scan. Let's take a tag. So we're going to call this a breaker panel. And we're going to hit the camera button and take a photo. Use it. Hit next, and then we're going to tag it here. We'll hit next. Hit save, and then we're going to do another one and do breaker panel 2. Oh, hit back, camera, take a photo, use photo, next, put it there, hit save. Now I've created 2 tags of this breaker panel, so if somebody wanted to look inside of it, they can. Close this door. And I'll do the garage. Okay. I'll just do it. Oh, and sorry, we're going to hide that previous scan, the breaker panel. Take a photo. We can hide that one. And I'm going to stand kind of right here, hiding behind the door. Because remember, the camera has to see where it's been to know where it's going. looking good. Now, let's say, we're gonna hide this one, and we'll probably experience this outside, but we're outside and we can't get away from the camera. We're gonna do the 1-2 method is what I like to call it. So, I'll show you the screen here. I'm gonna take a button, I'm gonna stand behind the camera, and I say behind because that's the part facing the screen. It says processing scan 1, move to the other side, and you can see that I'm in the shot. So now I'm going to move to the other side, take the picture, and it's removed me from the screen. Magic. So I call that the 1-2 method, but it simplifies being able to capture when you can't really run too far away from the camera. And that's that. So now that we're done with this level, we're going to go upstairs. Got everything on it. All right. So again, top and bottom of stairs, and we're going to call this upper level, 6-inch wall thickness. Make sure all the lights are on, toilet seats down, closets are closed. I think I got too far away from the camera. All right. Okay. Everything looks good. I'm gonna hide around out of the way. And I'm always doing kind of intersection points. So this is a good point because it shows the 2 rooms, shows straight ahead. We'll do one here, and then we'll do another one to show the tub a little more. Cool thing about the iGUIDE PLANIX R1, you don't have to do any trimming or marking. All you gotta do is scan. I normally use an iPad, or in this case I'm using my iPhone. I think it's a 14 Pro Max. Haven't had any issues with it as far as, using the app. What I like about using the app is all the data is stored from the R1 onto the phone. And you can upload to iGUIDE's website right from your phone. There's no thumb drive you have to put in a computer. There's no Stitch that you have to use. You can use Stitch if you wanted to, but you don't have to. So I typically will do, in a bedroom that's not staged, the inside of the doorway, which I did, and then somewhere, center or whatnot. So I get 2 scans in a room like this, and then I'll do a 3rd scan in the closet with the door open. and then I hide that third scan. When I'm doing closets, I tend to do kind of halfway in, halfway out. Again, hide the closet. When I'm scanning a house, I will scan a house like I photograph it, which means I'm going to do the main living areas first: living room, dining room, family room, kitchen. Now in this case I went out of order. I did the garage next. Usually I'll do the garage kind of towards the end, but living room, family room, dining room, kitchen. Then all the bedrooms, with the secondary bedrooms first. Primary bedroom I'll do last, then the garage, then the outside. Normally how I do it, because this is a split level, I did the garage kind of out of order, but it keeps everything kind of cohesive, and agents tend to like that. You want to make sure you're not in the reflection of any mirrors or windows, and so you can kind of see my silhouette in this reflection. I wasn't sure. I don't think you can see it in that reflection. Hide that scan. There's a closet here, so we're going to do that just to show it. Anytime you have a mechanical room that has like a heater or furnace, you want to capture that. Just makes a more accurate floor plan. And we'll hide that. Now again, both sides of the door. hide away from the camera so it can't see you. I might have hit the button. Hold on a second here. Okay, ignore. Retake it. So let's look at this. That was on the inside. Oh, it didn't like? Okay. So I'll go back here. Occasionally it'll give you an error. We'll go to scan, and then we're gonna delete that last scan. Go back to survey, hit the button. Okay. And like that. Occasionally you get an error. It's not a huge deal. Just work through it. I've done hundreds of iGUIDE scans, and all the errors are pretty self-explanatory, pretty easy to work through. I think I've only had to call support while I was on site maybe one time. They were great at resolving my issue. The issue was using one of the older cameras, the IMS5. I ran into an issue where I couldn't connect to the Wi-Fi, and I think it was due to, if I remember correctly, too many Wi-Fi signals in the area, and I think I was set to like the 2.4 gigahertz, and I had to go to 5, if I'm remembering it accurately. But again, you know, I called support, they answered the phone, were able to help me really quick, and I was able to complete the scan. All right, now that we have that done, we're going to do the closet. Now, we're done with the floor plan inside the house. You could choose to stop here, or you can do some of the outside spaces. Sometimes, if there's patios or decks, iGUIDE will draft them on the floor plan. And sometimes they'll just show up as 360 panos outside. So we will try this and see how they handle it. I think if I was to ask them in the notes to draft it, they probably would, but we're gonna see what they do without me talking to them about it. So to scan an outside space, again, we're gonna do inside a door, outside a door. So I'm gonna go back to our lower level, and we're gonna do a scan. And you can see now it's detecting everything outside. And we're going to do the other side of the door. And I'm going to hide. This is where that 1-2 method comes in good, because you don't want to go too far from the camera. By the way, 1,933 square feet is what the agent put in as this house. And we did that in about 25 minutes, I'd say. So we're gonna do my little 1-2 method here. Now, we seen where the camera was, so we have line of sight. I'm gonna do the 1-2. Stand on this side. Hop on the other side. This is a really nice updated backyard. So it'd be nice to capture this for the agent. And here you have it. So we'll just continue on. The 1-2 method. Now, it looks like it aligned it okay, although it gave an error. So we're gonna put there, hit save, now it's aligned. Do a few more around here. We're gonna kind of just catalog this whole thing. So do our 1-2, stand right here. On this side. Come over here. Now it's interesting, this camera is seen all the way over here. The LiDAR is, I'm sorry. It's kind of cool that it sees so far. Doing this 1-2 method, you know, it takes a little bit longer. So I always appreciate when I can hide somewhere. Now the backyard is done, we're gonna go tackle the front yard. And as far as the scan time, we're at about, I don't know, 28 minutes, 29, 30, somewhere around there. So to do the front yard, we're going to do a similar process. We're going to start with the door open. And so I'm going to go to floor, and we're going to do main level, because that's what this is. We're going to hit our button. And we can decide to hide some of these scans later. And we just have one step down, so we don't have to do a new floor. Hide around the way. Now I'm going to consider this the top of stairs. And so we're going to go back to lower level. Start scanning out here. You might have a hard time aligning. Let's see here. And it did. So what we're going to do is do scan. We're going to delete that. We're going to call this, we're going to make a new floor and call it lower level front yard. That way, everything out here will be on the scan, but the drafters will have enough data to align it with the main floor up here, because we're doing top and bottom of stairs. If there was a separate detached garage or an ADU, you put those on other floors. If that makes sense. Yeah, we'll do the 1-2, so I don't have to run up and down the stairs. Wait for that car to pass. I'm gonna grab my lens cap because we're almost done. Let's carry it with me. I can close this door. Let's see, we'll come over here. That was about 10 steps. It's finding it. Okay. Do the main street view from the sidewalk. Right there for a second. Okay. Kind of do this side. I'm going to level the tripod as much as I can. Okay, so we have enough, I think, and that's the front of the house captured with the iGUIDE PLANIX R1. If you have any comments for me, drop them in the video. Like, share, and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. And we're going to move on to doing something else with this house. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.